class. Come on, please be seated. Thank you. So, as I said last week, we're finally going to be learning about the importance of animal-human bonds in today's society. Since the beginning of time, humans have really valued animals. You can take a look at cave drawings and see animals featured in a good amount of detail. But things like making fires, how to make a shelter, which plants are edible, and where water sources are, all crucial survival skills, were lacking. And today the bonds of animal-human bonds have actually increased.
I have a bird!
I got a dog.
So if you're looking at Australia, you're actually going to see that 60% of Australians have pets at home. If you look over at the States, you're going to see that they spend $41.2 billion each year on pet care. If you look over at Japan, you're going to find more dogs than 12-year-old children in that country. Even more unique animal-human connections. Take Abdul Sholay and Mulan the tiger in Indonesia, or Cheeto and Poco, the wild crocodile in Costa Rica, or Binti the gorilla who saved a 3-year-old boy's life after he fell into the gorilla enclosure at the zoo. Now maybe most famously, take the story of Christian the lion. John Rendell and Ace Burke saw a lion cub in a small cage for sale, so they decided to bring him home. They raised him for a year and reintroduced him into the wild. The two men wanted to go and see him, but were told that Christian was now head of his own pride, completely wild and would not remember him. They went anyways. They came face to face with a wild animal, and well, watch what happened. Now those are more unique human-animal connections that you're going to see, but you may not even realize that they're ones just every day. So one of the big things, they're not just amazing and enjoyable, they actually provide vast benefits for us too. So if you look over, animal therapy is actually one of those ways that humans will benefit, and so do animals. Enough for today's lecture, so we're actually going to go watch a short video about animal therapy.
Give me your access card.
Let's get my picture on it.
And give me your Opal card.
Right. Take it.
Whoa, break it up. I need the ambulance at 22 Jump Street and some backup, please.
We would like to try a new treatment.
What is it?
It's called animal-assisted therapy. It's a form of therapy that uses dogs or other animals to help people recover from various ailments such as chronic heart failure, people receiving cancer treatment, or people with PTSD, such as Freddie here. It's been known to significantly reduce pain, anxiety, depression, fatigue, as well as just bringing general happiness. What do you think?
We can try it.
Do you think it could actually work?
There are already programs in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Italy, and at least 20 states in the US. It benefits the prisoners, the community, and also the animals. I think so.
How so?
Inmates can receive a form of psychological rehab and often report gaining a purpose. It's reported as therapeutic, and studies have shown that this leads to less medication use, less violence, and lower suicide rates.
Okay, but how can this possibly help the community?
We want these individuals to be successfully rehabilitated and back into functioning members of society. Plus, if there are less people in jail, it's a lower cost to the community.
I guess that makes sense.
I was talking to my mate Robert Kent.
The superintendent of the Sanger B. Powers Correctional Center in Wisconsin.
Yeah. He was telling me that since the dog training program started in 1997, they've had 68 inmates released who were involved in the program, and not one has reoffended and returned to the prison.
And the dogs are coming to normal?
Yep, half of them were in a kill shelter, and they're going to work with the inmates so they can be trained to be adopted, and the other half are going to be trained to work with people with various disabilities.
Well, tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. actually much better than when I got here. I feel like this animal. I feel like being really proud and being able to participate in this animal therapy program, and I feel a lot less stressed, and forgot about my pain and just feel very, very, very happy.
So glad.
Believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come.
Hi Shelly, the adoption shelter is going to pick up Alfie tomorrow. How are you feeling?
Never in my life have I felt like I've had such purpose. He's given me a reason to be less aggressive. I still feel angry sometimes, but I don't feel the need to lash out.
It's gone, baby, it's all gone. There's no one in the corner and there's no one at home. Well, it was cool, it was just all cool. Now it's over for me and it's over for you. Well, it's gone, baby, it's all gone. There's no one on the corner and there's no one at home. Well, it was cool, it was just all cool. Now it's over for me and it's over for you.
Or a wretch.
I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. Well, I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Let's see how far we've come. Yeah, let's see how far we've come. 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 Let's see how far we've come.
Are we able to
See, animal therapy is all around us. I mean, even look at our pet hamster, George. Considered a form of this. It requires a lot of time and commitment, and it teaches you guys responsibility. Plus it just brings general happiness for the entire classroom. That's all for this week. So for next week, we're actually going to be talking about the current issues that take place with animal-human bonds.
See you next week.
Bye, Teach.
Hello.
Give me your wallet.
I'm waking up at the start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. Now I wonder what my life is gonna mean if it's gone. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers and waving goodbye. Can you tell me what was ever really special about me all this time? But I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. Well, I believe it all is coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. I think it turned 10 o'clock, but I don't really know. And I can't remember caring for an hour or so. Started crying and I couldn't stop myself. I started running, but there's nowhere to run to.
Hey, babe. Talking to my mate, Robert Kent.
The super big.
I believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna
Relax, TV. You talk to each other.
it's coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna pretend. See how far we've come. Yeah, see how far we've come.
I have a bird.
I got a dog.
Let me check your pulse.
Freddie gets a makeover.
It's gone, baby, it's all gone.
Wait, do it again, because I think it's just gonna run. Just do it again, because then you can just cut it.
There's no one on the corner and there's no one at home, but it was cool, cool, it was just all cool.